Most middle-class families don't feel poor. From the outside, life looks perfectly fine. You get a steady salary, a reliable car, a nice house in the suburbs, and maybe a family vacation once a year. But over a 30-year career, a strange pattern emerges. Despite working hard and saving, when retirement hits, the money just isn't there. Why do intelligent, hard-working people consistently fail to build lasting wealth despite earning regular salary increases? The problem lies in human behavior. It's a phenomenon called lifestyle inflation. Every time a paycheck increases, expenses automatically rise to consume the difference. Society conditions us to value the flow of money over its retention. Actual wealth is built by the money that stays and grows, rather than the total volume that passes through your hands. The moment someone gets a raise, there is intense social pressure to display visible status. That higher income immediately converts into a much better phone, expensive designer clothes, and a new car, because everyone else has one. Society quietly rewards this behavior. Everyone notices a brand new SUV. Nobody throws a party to celebrate a decade of consistent, invisible index fund investing. Our brains naturally compare our standing against the people around us. To secure our place in the social hierarchy, we make emotional purchases and then trick ourselves into believing they were perfectly logical decisions. This triggers a dangerous, self-sustaining loop. You earn a little more, so you spend a little more on visible items. Now your lifestyle is more expensive, which means you need an even higher income just to survive. The biological drive to visibly outpace our peers pushes even high-earning families into a lifestyle that consumes their entire salary. The math behind this trap comes down to buying liabilities. A liability is anything that actively drains money from your pocket month after month, like a flashy car with an expensive monthly payment, maintenance, and insurance costs. But avoiding flashy purchases isn't enough. Many middle-class families fall into the trap of defensive finance. They are taught to avoid risk at all costs, believing that hoarding cash in a standard savings account is the safest possible move. Extreme safety has a hidden cost. The bottom line tracks savings at 4%. The top line shows inflation at 7%, quickly overtaking it. While your bank balance goes up, purchasing power goes down. This gap represents the active destruction of your money's value. Hoarding cash doesn't protect you. Treating a savings account as an absolute safe haven guarantees slow mathematical ruin. To actually build capital, you have to acquire assets. An asset is a mechanism that puts money back into your pocket or grows independently over time. Things like rental properties, business ownership, or stocks. The engine driving asset growth is compounding. This invisible force is what separates the truly wealthy from high-income earners. Compounding requires patience. On a graph of time against wealth, the curve remains entirely flat for the first two-thirds. The growth is mathematically insignificant. But if you keep reindexing, interest overtakes initial contributions, resulting in a sudden explosion of wealth. To build real wealth, you have to endure the emotional discomfort of looking completely ordinary to your friends, while compounding works silently in the background. High salaries have a hard limit set by your boss and inflation. Historically, serious wealth derives from the ownership of assets. Every expensive monthly payment functions as a trade, exchanging future time and autonomy for a current liability. Without financial education in schools, we default to the habits we observe in our families, often repeating the same cycle of debt and retirement anxiety. Fake wealth is about impressing strangers with things you don't need. True wealth is completely invisible. It's the ability to handle a medical emergency without panic, or the power to walk away from a toxic job on a Tuesday. Money was never meant to buy visible status. The ultimate purpose of money is to purchase your own freedom.